Welcome, adventurers, to a world of wonder and whimsy, of fantasy and the fantastic, of Dungeons and Dragons. Please clap. Every time. Before we jump into today's session, we actually got our art back from our lovely artist, Kat Nieto. Everyone has seen their own art, but they haven't seen each other's. So we're going to do a little reveal right now. So if the chat is open, we'll start with Gert.
Oh my god, that's
Cute.
adorable.
Oh my god.
You got the loot. You got the flannel.
I love the flannel.
Oh, it kills me. I love it so
skinny
much.
jeans.
I love
She's
that
so
it's
cool,
like a
too.
tiny loot. Yeah.
Are loots normally
Yeah.
bigger than that?
I don't know.
Mm-mm.
That just feels like a ukulele or something.
A loot ukulele.
Ukulele.
Oh, I just love her so much. Connor sent her to me and was like, do you have any notes? And I was like, no notes. I love her. Like, she's perfect. Exactly what I
Crying
pictured in my
emojis.
head. I literally, crying emojis all over the place.
All right, here's Whirl.
Ah!
Ooh.
Bat wings!
Oh my god.
The sweater. Yeah.
He's a baby.
The little galaxy backpack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cute.
Oh my god.
I love the hairstyle so much. That came
Oh, yeah.
out. Kat did a really good job with the hairstyle.
I really like that like Batwing thing. I feel like I would have worn that in high school.
Oh,
and
I
know,
would
right?
not have been able to pull it off, but I would have worn it anyways.
He's precious and I want to give him a hug.
Oh.
Aw.
We'll go next to Magnolia.
Look at your little alien tattoo.
Cute.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got a little Grateful Dead tattoo? That's great.
Yeah. I look so concerned, and that's why I love her. She always looks like she's about to cry. I'm like, get
Does she got
happiness.
leaves in her
I think
hair?
it's so cute.
So cute.
I feel like I've seen this woman in Joshua Tree before.
Yes! That's exactly what I was going for. I was like, I want to look like I walked out of a bush.
Final one. This is Constructor Yotik.
Yeah. Ooh, he's so beautiful. Look at his creepy mustache and his fluff. He's so fluffy.
He's like so bizarre looking, but you still want to kind of cuddle with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
feel like
cuddle
if
with
we
you, but
were-
don't get your weird face mandibles too close to me.
Like Star Wars Cantina vibes, I would vibe with him.
I like his Hamlet hold on the skull too.
Yes. I specifically said that I wanted him holding a skull as if he's going to soliloquy.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he looks so good. His head antenna things are so fluffy. His mustache is so long. He's perfect.
I feel like he looks like so big around, but there's actually like nothing there. Like it's
Yeah.
just fluff.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the day that you like open up like the jacket, quote unquote, and it just like reveals like the big pair of like eyes it looks like.
Yeah.
And
Oh
it's-
yes.
Ooh. And I feel like I've seen this man in New York City.
Complete with the human
I know all
skull and
of these
clouds of
people.
arcane smoke.
Exactly.
That's just New York City.
All right. Well, thank you, Kat. Links to follow her are going to be somewhere here. She does an amazing job and might have some other art coming up for this season. Recapping last session. Following a star map to the lost tomb of the Necro-Wraith Scepter, your party of adventurers happened upon the Sorchard, where weapons grow on trees. As frequent earthquakes shook the earth, everyone's favorite NPC, the old farmer Onion, invited you to find the cause of what was troubling the Stab Mother, aka the Stabbing Willow. Your party discovered an ancient dungeon where Gary, the Skeleton King, was trapped. And all was well. Or at least it seemed well, until the treasure chest in the room was revealed to be a mimic that nearly devoured Whirl. With some loot and parting gifts from Onion, your adventurers journeyed forth on your quest as you reached level 2.
Woohoo!
A week or so later, woo, please clap. A week or so later, as you're riding in your van through the peaceful Yukon forest, surrounded by beautiful plants, some grazing deer, and the serenity of a calm voyage, suddenly you hear the faintest scream, just and it grows louder and louder until splat! Something splatters in a pile of green goo on the path in front of you. Adventurers, what would you like to do?
Did you hear something?
I think so. There's like goo in front of our van.
Oh no, that's usually not a good sign.
I don't know, like, it could be fun. It could be like slime. We could play with it, like arts and crafts. We could sell it. Yeah?
Should we go smell it to see what it is?
I like that
Yeah,
idea.
sure.
It's like they always say, smell it before you sell it.
Absolutely.
Do they say that?
Make an investigation check, whoever's smelling this thing.
I want to smell
I'm gonna
it.
get out and smell it.
I want to smell it too.
Sure, I'll go smell it.
Everyone get out and start smelling.
Yote considers himself an expert in strange smells.
I guess I have a really bad sense of smell. That was a 6.
Yeah, same. 7.
6.
Mine's an
8.
9.
Oh my god, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry, I forgot. It's a 13.
Aw, fuck.
Oh,
you
hell yeah.
ruined our cool thing.
Sorry.
The rest of you are sort of overcome by the smell of the dead horses that are drawing your van forward. It's very aromatic. As you all look at this pile of misshapen, there looks like there's like pieces of like cloth and armor kind of poking through. It looks, but it's small, and it's green. And Gert, this smells a little like flesh to you. And with a 13, this is, or rather once was, a goblin.
You guys, this smells like goblin. I'm pretty sure this is a dead goblin. Maybe we should take like 3 steps back just in case.
Can I climb on top of my van and see if someone is like throwing goblins?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think goblins normally fly, so I wonder how it got all the way up there.
Ooh, a 17.
17. You look up, the sky seems pretty clear. There's not many clouds. You look around, there is like forest on either side. And you do see up ahead, there is a road that forks off from the path. And you see sort of like the top of like a shack with like some smoke coming from it. But you also see on the side of the road, about, 20 or 30 feet ahead of you, there's a diamond-shaped yellow sign.
What does the diamond-shaped yellow sign say? I use my eyes to read it.
There's a little image of what appears to be a little falling creature. It says, "Danger, falling goblins."
I point to the sign. This appears to be a recurring hazard.
Do I see like a catapult within like above the forest line, tree line?
Nothing close. You look at the tree line, and doesn't seem to be anything close by. You can see like a couple hundred feet before the tree line kind of like curves up a bit. But you do see pinned below the sign, there's a note. Big reward for anyone who stops these ding-dang goblins from falling out of the ding-dang sky every ding-dang morning. Inquire with Alchemist Wetzel ahead.
Like the pretzels? Sounds vintage. Let's go.
I'm going to approach the goblin that has fallen and just kind of dig through the muck and see if I can find anything interesting. Does he have like a magic hat or maybe jumping boots?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, you know I will. And I am great at investigation. Oh, yeah, but that'll work. That's a not natural 20.
Nice. Searching through the pockets, you find some bones. There was some armor, but it's kind of been destroyed by this, wherever it fell from.
Bones go in the bag. Keep all bones.
Yep, gotta keep the bones. It's basically you now have a damp sack full of goblin meat and bones.
Nice.
Because the flesh is still intact. You determine that this was a living goblin fairly recently. Yeah.
Oh, is it still warm? Is the goo still warm?
Yeah, it's warm goblin goo.
Nice.
You can add warm goblin goo in a sack to your inventory.
Beautiful. Good.
What are you gonna do with that?
Well, you know, there are many, many uses for such things. The bones can be put to great use. We make chandeliers out of them, maybe some furniture. If there were more skin, we could make lampshades.
Yeah.
Can we just like crack a window in the wagon on our way?
Yeah, like I don't think
doing that.
I don't think the smell is ever quite gonna wash out of that bag. In my experience, goblins don't smell very good.
I run inside the van. I start cranking the windows open, just like with the. I'm just assuming that there's one in there.
You set the big bag of goblin goo next to your big sack of onions that you got last time.
What a fragrant van we have.
So you're traveling up ahead. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Oh.
You're all going first.
We're all holding hands and skipping. We're in
Very
a line.
Wizard of Oz. The road forks off from the main path, and you see this rundown shack. The lawn is littered with old barrels and broken equipment, and you see purple smoke piping from one of the curved chimneys. Above the door, you see a sign that says Wetzel's Pestle.
I'll go up and knock on the door.
You knock. You see it is a big metal door, and there's like a partition like halfway up, but there's also like a slot, and you hear like after a few moments, a little like footsteps coming up the door. Hear a clunk, and you see this pair of old eyes looking back at you. Yeah? What do you want?
Are you Wetzel?
That's me. You looking to buy or sell?
Apparently there's goblins that fall from the sky.
Yep.
We're looking to sell.
What? Who are you?
We're your friends.
No, you're not. I don't know you.
Well, we're your friends now. We've only just met.
Are you looking to sell things, or are you looking to inquire about these goblins? These are two very separate conversations.
We're looking to sell you our services as goblin problem solvers.
Yeah, what he said.
Yes.
You see the thing clunk closes. And a few seconds later, the top of it swings open, and you see that there's like a little like shop front there, just very tiny, and you could see behind there's like these potions brewing and smokes and like things like cauldrons bubbling over. You see an old woman peering back at you. She's got these vibrant blue eyes that are now obscured by a pair of large goggles enlarging them. She has this wild, untamed gray hair, and she's like wearing this smock that's splattered with all sorts of weird colors. Every ding-dang morning I've been woken up by the sound of those falling goblins. It's been 20 years. I'll do anything if you can get them to stop falling out of the sky. Anything.
That's a very long time to be putting up with this problem.
That's a lot of dead goblins.
Yes.
Yeah. Who do you think removes them? I'm getting old. I don't like pulling those dead goblin bodies into the ditch.
Where is this ditch?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, shit. 5.
5? Why do you want my ditch?
I'm just curious to know more about this whole problem. Maybe the remains of these goblins could be edifying in our quest to find the solution to your problem.
No, they're my dead goblin corpses. If I have to clean them up, they're mine. See, I complained to the city to get them to clean them up. All they did is put up that ding-dang sign. And because of a pact with a homeowners association, I've got to clean them up myself. So they're mine, my corpses. Good day.
Have you ever seen them fall from the sky?
Sure have. Woken up every morning by the sound of their screaming.
Do they throw themselves into the sky?
She sort of shrugs. I haven't got the chance to venture forth. You see, there's some sort of goblin encampment not too far through the woods on the other side, but I don't really like conflict, especially when it involves me going into a large group of goblins.
Fair enough.
Yes, that's sensible.
Do you know what direction that is?
Sure. Gives you like points. It's sort of westish. It's the opposite side of the road.
Ah.
You think you can stop them? I'd go myself, but it seems like suicide.
It probably would be suicide for one lone potion maker to attempt this. I think that we can solve your problem, though. Might I ask what you're planning on offering as a reward? Your sign did not say.
If you can do it, I've only got 300 gold for the reward, but I'll throw in a precious family heirloom.
Oh, a heirloom, you say?
No, it's not made of hair.
Oh.
Very few things here are made of hair.
Miss, you haven't seen any, like, weird flying bird creatures or things with wings?
Nope. I have no idea what has caused these goblins to fall out of the sky. I thought it might be they got their hands on some flying potion and it just wore off, but I doubt it. You see, flying potions are really hard to make. I can't make one myself. I can make almost anything if I have got the right materials, and I got plenty of potions for sale.
What kind of potions do you have for sale?
Well, let's see. She sort of goes to the back, sort of like hunched over, and very excitedly pulls out some vials, like looks kind of like spits and like rubs off like a label, like, it isn't good enough. Comes back. Well, I've got 2 potions of healing. This potion of climbing, potion of tentacle face, potion of water breathing, and
What was that last one?
potion of water breathing. It allows you to breathe
the one
in
before
the water. Potion of climbing, I think, is what you're talking about.
I think there's one missing.
Now, you're obviously talking about the potion of tentacle face. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it says.
Yes. What can you tell me about that one? That one
Well,
sounds interesting.
It's 50 gold,
Uh-huh.
and it gives you tentacle face.
What, pray tell, are the benefits of tentacle face?
Well, if your face doesn't have tentacles before, now it does.
I see. Yotik strokes his long mustache. Contemplating, what would it be like to have even more mustache?
It only lasts for an hour, but, tentacles.
Oh, it's not permanent.
Correct.
Well. How much are your potions of healing?
Let's see. Potion of healing's 100 gold. Pretty much everything's 100 gold except for that potion of tentacle face, which is 50.
Does the potion of tentacle face have healing properties?
No! It just gives you tentacle face. I don't know what's so hard to understand about this. The name, the effects are in the name.
Do you want to demonstrate?
Sure. Do you have 50 gold?
I have a great personality. Just like one little sip.
Well, do you understand how
just
potions
like-
work? It's like uncork this vintage bottle of wine to try it. It loses all value.
Just like a little taste test. Just one tentacle.
Make a persuasion check, Magnolia.
Please. Please. I was waiting for you to say that. It's a 14.
All right, you get one sip. Goes to like a very dirty stein and like takes a dropper out and puts like a drop in and like mixes it with some other liquid. Here you go, chug this all.
Okay, I'll do it.
You feel this sort of sensation overcome you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 12.
You sort of like feel your stomach churning and you kind of like throw up off to the side. Oh. And then as you sort of come back up, you just feel like your neck is larger. and everyone else sees Magnolia with 4 tentacles. Now, like about like each a foot long, like from the neck extending out, sort of waving around as though they're underwater.
Magnolia.
That's super cool.
Can I control them?
Make a wisdom check.
An 11.
An 11. What are you trying to get them to do?
I want them to just like start suctioning like any object around me. Just like my face is one big Post-it note, but just like everywhere. I just like want to touch everything with them.
You see that 2 of them are sort of wild on their own.
Oh.
And then one of them, 2 of them kind of following your command, just sort of reach out like the foot in front of you and grab the stein, the empty stein, and like suction it and like...
My goodness, how useful it would be to have extra limbs to grab things with, Yotik says as he gestures with all 4 arms.
I mean, I'll buy it.
Sure, 50 gold.
Miss Wetzel, I must admit I was a bit skeptical about this potion at first, but it is magnificent. You have really outdone yourself.
Thank you. I'm very good at everything I do. You see, after a minute, the tentacles sort of suck back in, and the tankard just kind of plunk, plunk, falls to the ground.
Aww. Well, that was fun.
I wonder if that could help us in our quest. I'm sure we can find a way.
I don't know. I own it now, so it's mine.
Well, toodaloo. And then you hear it closes, and then clunk, 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 clunk.
What a fun person.
What a fun little lady.
I can still hear you. It's nice that you're saying nice things about me.
Let's leave so we can talk shit about her.
I could hear that too. I'm literally right.
All right, so we need to find where these goblins live.
Yes.
And then we need to find a way to kill all of them.
No.
We could use fire.
No.
If they live in wooden houses, that could be very effective.
Maybe we could also just ask them to stop falling from the sky.
Well, in my experience, it's much harder to convince people to do something than it is to just end their life.
Well, maybe we should figure out what it is that's making them fall from the sky, and then we can kind of have this conversation.
Yeah, maybe
then.
there's like some
Yes.
weird monster that keeps like stealing them and throwing them out of the sky, and they'll like, I don't know, they're scared and want us to get rid of it. Something. Burning their houses seems a little extreme to like start with.
Yeah, I feel like if anything, someone is physically catapulting them.
Well, we always have the arson option as a backup.
As a backup.
That's like a plan B.
Yes, excellent.
Or C. Or D.
I think we should go with B. I don't want to wait around too long before we, just get it done.
Listen, I want that, whatever that reward is, whatever that heirloom is, so let's just stick to the plan and find out why they're falling from the sky.
Good.
She said to go that way, across the road, so shall we?
Let's
I
do
think
it.
we shall.
You see that there is a little, like, tiny little trail. Looks almost goblin size. What is your marching order? Your van isn't able to travel through this forest.
I'll be in the middle.
I'm relatively good at noticing things. I can go first.
I'm gonna be in the back to keep Yotik in check.
And then
Okay.
I'll be behind everyone just looking at flowers.
Well, both of you want to be at the very back?
Yeah.
I'll be behind Yotik and you can be
Okay,
behind
sweet.
me.
As you're about to, like, enter the forest, you see, like, the remnants of, like, the pile of goo just on the ground. Gert, you feel like a little buzz at your side with the Tamagotchi. Hey. What happened to that thing?
Oh, well, I thought we would have this conversation when you were older, but the goblin is dead.
Oh, okay. What's dead mean?
Oh no.
Well, it means that it is no longer alive.
Oh,
And it won't be around to, play games anymore.
oh. Am I gonna die?
Oh my god.
That's a good question. Maybe we can talk about that when you're older, but I will say I will do everything I can to make sure that you don't.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh no. 7.
7. You see that, so it is like basically a half cat, half rabbit, and you see the ears kind of droop a little bit. Well, it seems like there's a big world out there, and it looks and seems very scary.
Sure is, little guy. But you got me.
It just kind of like stares, well, I'm gonna go back to sleeping. Could you push the sleep button?
Sure. I'll push it.
Boom. And you see like 3 little Z's start to fly up from the sleeping creature.
Yotik turns back to Gert as we're walking. You know, if you ever want help speaking to your son/daughter about mortality, I would be happy to help.
Maybe next time, Yotik. Thank you. Thank you. I just, I never expected to be a parent so young. So.
Yes, none of us do. I give Gert a thumbs up.
I give him a thumbs up back, but like kind of half-heartedly.
What a beautiful, beautiful scene. So who's going first? We have Whirl going first, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a perception check as you're walking down this narrow path.
Ooh, that's pretty good. 18.
As you're walking down, 15, 20 minutes, the quiet of the woods surround you. You only, see maybe the stray deer or a small, like, rabbit sort of walk by every now and then. I guess hop by. It wouldn't be walking because it's not.
We don't know. Maybe that's how rabbits do in this world.
Hello, I'm very late for a very important date. Sorry, I must go. Despite the rabbit, you see your foot is about to tug on a tripwire, but you are able to see it before you would snag on it.
Oh, I'll stop without actually telling anyone else. Just like Whirl just suddenly like starts to take a step and then stops mid-step and just stares at the ground.
Okay. Yotik, you're right behind Whirl. What do you do?
I bump into Whirl.
Whirl, make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw? Oh no.
Yep.
9.
9. You fall forward and snag the tripwire.
Yeah.
And you fall prone. And there's this big log that suddenly dislodges from the side and sort of swings by just over your head. You see, Yotik, you're able to sort of dodge out of the way because you see it coming. But as it turns back around, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
Because tied to the other side of this giant log, you see a snarling wolf.
Tied to the log?
Yep. Kind of like it's a...
Okay.
Yep.
All right, here I go.
Sort of snarling and start clawing at you.
That's a 6.
A 6.
I can't roll good.
You take... you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Can I try and do an animal handling check on it?
Sure. What are you trying to do?
I'm just trying to get it to stop tearing at Yotik.
Okay, make an animal handling check.
It's a 17.
17. The wolf, after the initial sort of thing, it's kind of like rocks back into place, and you see like it's sort of righted, so like the log is above it, and it's sort of like almost like, have you ever like held a cat or a dog up and it's like they pretend to swim in the air? That's kind of what it looks like. And it seems at this point, as long as you stay like out of like 5 feet from it, it can't really do anything.
Oh, that's kind of
fun. As you get close, it's like this snarling wolf. It seems well fed. It seems like not unhappy. And as you get closer, it like sort of like but you see like snarling, like it does have like red on it from where it like bit into Yodik.
Oh my god, can I try and pet it?
Sure, make another animal handling check.
Oh no. It's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Yeah, you get close to it. And not too bad damage. You take 4 points of slashing damage as it piercing damage as it kind of just bites into your hand. It's a wolf. It's still a wolf. It's just tied up, but it's a wolf.
I'm gonna stand up from the ground and summon like a handful of blueberries and hold them out, and hold them out toward the wolf. And as I get closer to it, I'm going to cast Animal Friendship on it.
Oh god.
I had to take it.
This spell has ruined every single one of my campaigns.
Druids!
If its intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, it needs to succeed on a wisdom save. DC 13.
It has +1. That's an 11. So that's a 12. So for, what is it, the next 24 hours, I think?
Yes.
God damn it. Every time. You see the wolf suddenly like goes from to, oh, I guess it doesn't speak, but it's like it kind of like does like the head cock.
Hey, buddy, do you want to get off of that log?
No, don't let it go. It bit me.
Look, it's fine now. I'll like hold out a hand and try to feed it a handful of berries.
It goes and just like hungrily devours them.
Just give it some ear scritches.
It's like it like can't roll over because it is tied to a log, but
It's like it wants to roll over, but it can't.
The log is shaking.
Oh.
See, he's fine now. For the next, like, day.
I feel like this is going to turn into like an old Yeller situation where like once it's not fine anymore, we're going to have a serious talk with Whirl.
Probably, but not right now, it's not.
Who's more hurt, Yotik or Magnolia?
I have 6 hit points.
Can I cure his wounds?
Yeah.
Can I cast Cure Wounds?
Go ahead and roll a d8 and add your modifier.
So that's an 8.
Yodik restores 8 hit points.
Ugh. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Yotik.
I'm gonna work on starting to untie him and let him off of the log.
Over the next minute or so, you're able to sort of get him down. He sort of sits, like looks at you. He seems like to really love you.
I'm getting away from the dog and putting Gert and Magnolia between myself and the dog.
See, he's just a good boy. Someone tied him who tied you to a log? And I'll just, like, sit there scratching his chin. I'm aware he can't talk, but...
Yep. It's just like...
To be honest, he's growing on me.
What's his name?
I haven't thought of one yet.
You gotta give him a name.
I know.
You gotta name him. That way it will be all the more tragic when he eventually has to...
You have 24 hours to make all kinds of heartwarming memories with this animal before we have to put it down.
I'll think about it and get back to you guys.
With your new wolf companion, which... Whoops. Giving that to y'all. I checked Magnolia's sheet to see if she had animal friendship prepared, but I didn't check yours, because why would I?
Because you forgot that I'm playing a druid?
Yeah.
This is what you get for including animals in any game. Never
Someone
use
is
animals.
just gonna befriend
I just
them.
can't. Who's going next? Same order as you trudge ahead?
Sure.
Can we put the wolf
Yeah.
in front?
Yeah, the wolf, I'm assuming the wolf can just stay up front with me.
Go ahead and make make a perception check.
15.
Not too hard to see, but you do notice ahead on the path there's like an odd pile of leaves in the center that looks like the rest of the path has been pretty clear, other than some like stray branches and things, but you do see this pile of leaves seems like pretty uniform, but in front of it you also see a sign crudely written. It says, "Not a trap." The R is backwards. And it looks like it's kind of written by a child.
Normally, I am one to take heed of signs, because signs are usually trustworthy, but the penmanship on this sign gives me pause.
Would Whirl know if goblins are known for being particularly intelligent?
Make a history check.
I know as a player, but...
Yeah.
History? Oh, I'm not half bad at that. Natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 20. Goblins that are part of a society can be very intelligent, but wild goblins are generally not very intelligent at all.
Okay. Yeah, I call it a hunch. I think that might be a trap.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree with you.
I mean,
Yeah.
aren't they always?
Not everything is always a trap. But most things are.
So how should we get rid of this trap?
We could throw something at it and see if, all the leaves fall.
Yes. I take a goblin femur, a stinky goblin femur out of my bag and toss it.
Okay. Toss one femur onto the leaves. It, sags a little bit, but doesn't, fully drop.
Oh, well, that's not enough. I get out, 3 more femurs and throw them.
It's starting to sag more and more, but it seems like it needs a little more weight.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure the wolf isn't trying to chase the bones as Yotik's throwing them.
Make an animal handling check at advantage.
Oh, God. This animal's life is going to be real short.
18.
18. You're able to sort of, he just sees the bone and just eyes bone.
No, sit.
It sits. And
Good boy.
looks at you with eyes that are just I really want it.
We'll give him some more berries.
Yodik, you throw a rock.
Mm-hmm.
There are plenty around. It's the forest. Go ahead and just make an athletics check.
Oh, man, I'm so athletic.
It's not a high DC to just see how.
Ooh. I do actually have a negative modifier in athletics. That's a 17.
Oh.
Tight. You managed to not sort of fall prone as you toss this this rock.
I throw a 5-pound rock and manage not to completely eat shit.
Yeah.
Track star.
You toss the rock and immediately whoomp, you see that the leaves all fall down into a 5-foot pit. But you also hear a crunch of shattering glass. You hear bzzz, as rising from the pit, there is a swarm of bees. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, jeez. 18.
14.
3.
9 for the wolf, and a 4 for Whirl.
Magnolia, Whirl, and the wolf take 4 points of piercing damage as the bee swarm gets you all. The wolf is stung, but it's not looking great. I don't think it has 11 hit points. So
It's fine.
Hey.
these bees sort of swarm around you. The rest of you seem fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and find some leaves to cover up my stings.
Oh.
The bees sort of dissipate after that.
Well, it was definitely a trap.
Yes, I think we sussed that one out correctly.
Unless there's anything else y'all want to do, you could continue on the path.
I'm down to continue.
All right. All right. If we're doing the same order, let's go ahead and make perception check. Whoever's in front.
16.
You've been in the forest for hour, 2 hours at this point, and you see another tripwire ahead, and you can just hear the shuffling of something up ahead as well.
I'm gonna stop more carefully this time.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
What is it?
Well-
What do you see?
There's another one of those wire things, and I think I hear something moving ahead, so maybe we're getting close to the camp or something.
I'm going to look around to see if there's anything obvious that the wire is connected to.
Make a perception check.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So this entire time I've been picking flowers as a gift to the goblins once we get there so they won't kill us.
Nice. Make a nature check.
Okay.
That's a not natural 20 for my perception.
Nice. You see that this is attached to a counterweight. And there's something ahead that this counterweight will lift a piece of cloth ahead of something.
Huh.
That's a 17.
A 17. Yeah, you've gathered some pretty beautiful flowers, like some forest lilies, and you've got like a little baby's breath in there, and some magnolias. Hey, that's your name.
What do you all think is behind that sheet?
I wonder if it's a bunch of performers.
Or maybe it's a bull. You know, like a male cow.
What if, hear me out, we walk around it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is the tripwire like low enough that we could just step over it?
Yeah, it's just a little tripwire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this plan.
Let's step
Stroke of
over it.
genius.
All of you make stealth checks. You're able to step over the tripwire, but
Natural 1.
Ooh.
A 19.
16.
9 for me, and I think 12 for... Oh, no, wait. That's a 14 for the wolf, actually, because he's proficient in stealth. Go figure. Wolves are proficient in stealth.
most of you, except Whirl and Yotik, are pretty stealthy. Yotik, trying to be stealthy, you fall backwards. You're just tripping, and the tripwire, you hear the whirl as it sort of zips away, and you see, as the rest of you are off the side, this veil is lifted, and you see a giant mirror that shines bright light. Go ahead, Yodik, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, all right.
Nat 1. Sorry, worst case scenario.
Nat 1 again.
Oh, no.
This same die rolled 2 Nat 1s in a row. As I'm falling, I yell out, I fucked up!
A bright light blinds you.
Oh, no.
You are currently blinded. As the rest of you see, jumping out from behind the mirror, there is a little goblin with sharp teeth, clutching a spear. He's got like a big earring, and he's wearing kind of like little robes. He's got a spear.
What brings you to the great city of Goblanzo?
I'm blind!
Goblanzo?
Goblanzo. No, Goblanzo. You know, G-O-B.
They're like the city.
Lonzo. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what do you mean?
He like holds a spear up.
On my back with all my little legs flailing. I'm blind! I'm blind!
We've come to help save you.
Yeah, we wanted to find out why you keep falling out of the sky and, dying.
We want to put an end to it.
I will say, make a persuasion check at advantage because Whirl is helping you.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God. Please, you roll, not me.
Okay. That's a not natural 20.
It sort of like puts the spear, like lowers it a little bit.
Oh, you have come to join our great army and fight Nurset.
Fight what?
Who is Nuset?
Nurset is the great destroyer of goblins.
Okay. We're not familiar.
It seems you are all strong enough. Or at least most of you, except for the big one who is like a turtle on his back. And
I get up and I'm walking around blindly. I'm very strong, I'll have you know.
After 6 seconds, the blindness wears off.
Oh, okay.
Come! I will take you to our leader.
Okay.
Who are you?
We're your new friends.
I'm Gert.
I'm Yotik.
I'm Magnolia.
I'm Whirl. This is Ruff.
We brought you flowers.
Oh, he has a name now? Ruff?
His name is Ruff.
Ruff.
Aw, rough.
My name is Tip Tap. Tip Tap Milk Curdler.
What an adorable little name. Is Milk Curdler a family name, or is that more of a title?
Yes,
Oh, it's both, then.
sure.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Magnolia, go ahead and make a persuasion check as you present the flowers.
An 18.
He kind of just puts down the spear for a sec, and you see this. Could see the remnants of blood on his mouth, from probably eating raw meat like goblins do. He's got these shambles on, kind of puts down for a sec as he looks at this beautiful collection of flowers.
Wow, this is really nice. I've never gotten flowers before.
Well, I hope you enjoy them.
Wow. Well, thank you. This means a lot. I really like this.
We can pick more together later.
Okay.
He holds your hand. And you see this like 2-foot tall goblin holds your hand and leads you forward through the thing. There are a few other like traps that involve like like falling objects and nets and things, and he just like helps you navigate through them so you don't have to make checks on any of those.
Come on, this way, follow Tip Top.
As he leads you through, and you see like the trees starting to thin and sparse, and you see it opens into a clearing with hundreds of goblins. This is the great goblin city of Gablonzo. They're all going about daily tasks, cooking huge slabs of meat, hanging up their loincloths on laundry racks, eating books, hashtag goblin things. In the center of all of this, you see a massive tent of colorful patchwork fabric. Looks like it's sewn together from a whole bunch of like different pieces. You get lots of eyes, but with Tip Tap leading you through, none of these other like goblins who are peering at you with like big black eyes and sharp teeth. They all seem to sort of stay away. You see one gets close to you, Magnolia, and he does and just kind of Bilbo Baggins when he's like thinking about the ring, just like gets him away. You're all led to it is a weird sight because there's a goblin sitting upon a throne, but the throne is made up of other goblins.
Oh, yes.
Like living goblins?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Like there's like one is like out as like a footstool.
Yes. Man.
You see that this goblin wears a gold bowl on her head, and she has like antlers sticking off the side, and was wearing like this like bone shawl and other things.
I approach and take a knee in deference, and I like bring my wing around as like a cape. My lady.
I guess I'll follow suit.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that at first, and then I was like, oh, okay, and then I get down on my knee too.
Yeah, same.
I'm just gonna continue to hold Tip Tap's hand and just like squeeze it a little bit, and then just like kind of crouch down.
You see Tip Tap very excitedly like scampers forth. He does like the same thing, like a full bow.
Oh, great glorious leader, Drugs Face Stabber. I have discovered allies who are willing to help us fight Nurset.
You see Drugs Face Stabber, Goblin Queen, steps down from her throne, and she has boots with very large stilts attached that make her a whopping 3 feet tall.
Is this true? You will help us fight Nurset?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Is Newset what's causing you all to fall from the sky and go, splat?
Yes, it's true. But you are bigger than us. Perhaps 4 of you could take down Nurset.
Well, how big is Newset?
Nurset is very big. Very big.
But like big in comparison to your size, or big in comparison to our size?
Well, I would say most things are big in comparison to our size, because we are, objectively tiny, except for me, the great glorious leader Drugs!
And you see the other goblins sort of like immediately sort of like start like shaking and like bowing.
Nurset attacks every morning and every night. That's when it is at its weakest.
If you don't mind me asking, what exactly is a Newset?
Nurset, I'll show you. But you all shall attack tonight, yes?
We'll see about the
Yes.
exactitudes of the plan, but
Good.
We'll figure it out.
I shall show you our great weapon for destroying Nurset.
Tip Tap guides Magnolia first into the giant tent. You see that it's dark, but like tons of goblins start to pull away the large tent flaps, and Drugs ignites this oil lamp to reveal a giant catapult behind this tent.
We have but a few hours before Nurset is close enough for you to attack. And then we shall send you to Nurset.
And Drug's face stabber points up to the sky, where the sun is.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Ah.
And that is where we'll pick up next time.
Oh my god. They're fighting Nuset as in sunset, but backwards.
I mean, you could spell Nuset backwards, and it might be the sun.
The sun, okay.
So cute.
Ohana means family. Family means family that's left behind or forgotten.